Okay, we're back. I should say me. So I went ahead and bound the journal, so now I can really kind of show you those pieces. And I'm still getting used to this new new recording thing. All right, so for the cover, I think I picked this one out of the Lorella kit, but this one is printed normal size. Because the little bitty guys, when printed out, let me find its sack here. When printed out, they're little bitty. This will give you an example here. See, the little bitty, and then it, I just felt like it needed the full size here. So I think for now, I decided on I think I'm gonna put an eyelet here and then do like a wraparound closure, and then somewhere I'll have to find them. I have some charms, and I think one of them is a butterfly. So I think I might just like wrap it around and put like, I think it's Wendy and Leo. At Wendy's Journal Adventure, I believe it is. So she showed how to do those wraps. So I'll do it on film for it. But we'll do that probably like the last step. So yeah, I'm gonna glue this on. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Fabri-Tac because I'm not sure exactly how the art glitter glue will do with all the paint and everything on there. I mean, it might just be fine, but I don't know. Never tried it, and for video's sake, I don't want to try it now. Okay, so we're gonna kind of line that up the best we can. Push that down. Oh, and in case I did forget to say, I did put the paint around the edges of that one too. Kind of excited to work on Tracie's stuff. I've had some of her kits for well over 6 months, and I just haven't done anything with them because life is just crazy. Okay, yeah, I liking that. I think that's really pretty. I love the lavenders. I'm not normally a purple person. I mean, I like it, but it's not like it's my go-to color. I think blues and teals are usually my go-to colors. But yeah, I'm really loving this lavender stuff. Okay, so and then this is how it looks on the inside here with that little butterfly. I know, a little quirky, but I think I like it. I think I like it quirky. Okay, so since there's not a ton of room in these little guys, I have found when I've done little minis, it needs to stay not completely simple, but kinda. So we have 4 pockets, and we just happen to have 4 of this color, and I think that is the ones I want to use here. But I think I want to alternate it because I think, if I remember right, I kind of organized it where this one's darker, and then see the other matching ones, that would be the lighter background here, and then inside, and I did not, so guess what? Okay, so this one's also a lighter one, so I think I kind of like the lighter ones next to this one. Maybe we'll do that. So if we do that on those, and then with some of the other embellishment pieces, we could totally make like little tiny side tucks, I think. All right, so then do we like them just on these I think I like it. I was thinking that I would like it on these dark pages because it is pretty, this background really pulls out those purples. I'm thinking I really like it here too. I think the tea stain papers really pull the color out too. All right, so just decision making time, right? Okay, so we'll put these pockets, the darker, I don't know if you can tell the difference here. This one's a little less dark, and then this is the darker ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my original plan and do the darker ones on the darker papers. And then I think I'll go ahead and add like little snippet pieces of lace or something right here. But when you print them this little, you don't have a lot of working space right there. So I don't want, you know, the bigger journals you can kind of, like you could add like a little flower or something up here. And we might put, I'll see what kind of little gems or something I might have for those. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it, right? Yep. And we'll put this one that's a little bit darker too on this side. Whew. I don't know how I just managed not to get glue everywhere, but that was funny. So I hope everybody's summer's going well. Or what's left of it anyways. Gosh, before we know it's gonna be fall. And like, I like fall for colors, but fall just leads into winter, and I don't like winter. I am not a winter lover. All right, so then we decided the lighter color ones we're gonna go on these, right? Right. Right, okay, so we got that. So lighter colors. Okay, so let's decide. I think I like that one there. And there's something else I want to try, and I have no idea if it'll work. I don't know that I've ever tried it in this application. So as soon as we get these glued in, I'm going to slide these up. And then we're just going to try it. We're going to go for it. Okay. Last pocket. All right, now we're gonna set this aside for a second, and I am going to pull out one of my mats here. And it's yucky, but you know what? Dollar store. They're $1 for 2 of them, and you can't really go wrong with that. Because when it gets too gross, then I will just pitch it out. So I've got a couple of scrap pieces here of this stuff. And I don't know that I've ever seen anybody use them, but I just want to tell you, like, it's far better to use your finger with these things than it is to use like a Q-tip. It does not work because then you have fuzz everywhere. It's just kind of a nightmare. All right, so I think I'm gonna grungy these up a little bit with a little bit of vintage photo. Just kind of tone it down a little bit because while I love that, I'm not really going for that color anymore in this journal, right? It's kind of more earthy tones. So while this is beautiful lace, I don't want that kind of in this journal. So now I'm going to take the gold and we're just going to see if I can tip it out a little bit. Nope. I think I'm kind of liking that. It seems to just be putting just a little bit of glitter in it, but not like a little more than the week of Stella, but not crazy. Seems to have added a little bit of definition. I don't know. Let me see here if I can bring it up and show you if it'll focus on it. So yeah, it's got just a little bit of gold in it. All right, now, since we're going all crazy, right? Let's just see what we get with some of these other colors. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down a little bit so we're not mixing stuff. 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm gonna try the soot, or the hickory smoke, sorry, not soot. Ooh, that's kind of putting a different vintagey grunge look to it. All right, let's see what we get. Ooh. I don't know if this is something we'll use with this project, but I think I kind of like that. All right, let me hold it up to the camera real quick here and show you. It kind of is looking grayish purple, so we may end up using that. Okay. And then I'm going to try it with the lipstick. Whew, that's really pink on there, isn't it? Wow, that's really pink. You know what I'm thinking, guys? Remember I said I had, or maybe I didn't tell you guys, at my local flea market, I found 12 little golden books for Christmas. And so I've been wanting to get reds and greens in these oxides, but I haven't because I was like, well, if I'm not really going to do a whole lot of Christmas, I'm one of those, I have to be able to use whatever I'm buying in multiple projects. Does that make sense? Like I don't like to buy stuff I'm only going to use once for like one project. That, I don't know. I think that came from like growing up poor. Like I just don't like to do that. I have to see a purpose like I have to see like a long-term purpose for it before I buy them. Okay, so that one, not as crazy about. I'm not going to use that one in this journal, but it's still cool looking. But what I was saying is I wonder what would happen if we used this lace and did it with the red ink or like the green ink and then tipped it. Okay, so give me just a second. I'm going to grab my blue ink and see if we lightly did it, if we could get like a bluish purple to match that. And I am still putting stuff away, so I'm not actually sure if the blue is in this here. I do have a turquoise. Vintage photo. Yeah, you know what? I'm not really for sure where my blue is. Let me check one other place. But I've been trying to keep all my inks put together. But apparently not so much this time. Huh, I'll have to look for that in the next video, or for the next video, but I don't see my blue. So at this point, it's anybody's guess where it might be. Because when I was putting the Bella Ballerina, or the kid's name is actually Ballerina Bella. But I was doing it on our pool table, so it could be out there still too. So actually, look what I just found. Shaded lilac. I did not know that I had that. How about that? I think I bought it at Easter. Let's try a little bit of that. See what we get there. Oh, could be promising, could be promising. And this lace, I think I said before, I got it at Hobby Lobby. Definitely wait till they have like the 50% off. It comes on, not in a spool, but it comes on one of those like fabric bolt type things, only small. So definitely wait till it's like 50% off. And then I bought like 7 yards the first time, and I used it all, like with the prayer journals. Like it was gone. So yeah, I used that on the prayer journals, and I used almost all of it. And then I finished up what was left on the Ballerina Bella kits, and then I went and bought more, like 10 yards more. I think this is just a nice overall lace that, look, you can alter it. It seems to be absorbing everything nicely. And I actually think I don't have my water over here anymore. Again, I cleaned everything up and stored it all. But I think what we could do, because I like this, but not for this. Like, I think this would look pretty and like something different, not what we're doing. So I think for now I'll just stick with the grays, because the grays kind of pulled a little bit of purple. And then I like the vintage photo with the gold on the top. I have to say, I think that one might be my favorite. Okay, so, oh, let's try the teal, right? We wanted to try, oh, you know what though? Let's try the blue here, since I have it a little bit on that, right? I don't actually think the blue and the purple are gonna look that much different from each other, if I'm being really honest. I'm sure the camera won't pick up all of it, but you know, even this, if you were to do like a blue journal, like your Christmas colors in blues, this would look really nice. Yeah, that does look nice. I don't know if I'm getting it in the right area because I can't see it right now. But yeah, I kind of like that one. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit more off of that strip there. Or off that lace there. But, oh, what I was telling you is, yeah, Hobby Lobby, 10 yards come on a bolt. So if you get there and get it before anybody else does, then you could get like the whole 10 yard. See what I did there? Instead of 9 yards, 10 yards. Aha. Anyways, but what I was saying is, it's like, oh gosh, so sorry.